From the book, I am Michael Alago, reading music, signing Metallica, beating death. Here's an excerpt. Before I made it to Hazelden, I went to Liza Minnelli's apartment for a Christmas party. I had met Liza when Electra signed her best friend, pianist Michael Feinstein. She and I hit it off immediately. Her home was on East 69th Street. It was a stunning apartment, a real showstopper. When you entered, you were greeted by 4 larger-than-life-size Warhol paintings of Liza, and in the dining room, there was an equally gorgeous Warhol triptych of her mother, Judy Garland. I handed Liza a big bouquet of white Casablanca lilies. Clearly, I had a thing for them. And she was overjoyed. "Why did you come alone?" she asked. I just shrugged, so she marched me over to the sofa in the sitting room right next to Madonna. "Introduce yourself," Liza commanded with a big, radiant smile, then dashed back to the front door. Madonna looked at me, we shook hands as I sat down next to her. It had been a long time since I had booked her at the Red Parrot, so we were kind of meeting for the first time. We started talking about movies, especially the one she was in the middle of making with James Russo, directed by the infamous Abel Ferrara, called Dangerous Games, aka Snake Eyes. We also talked about all the art covering Liza's wall. We watched the many guests enter her apartment, dishing each one as they arrived. We first saw Lucy Arnaz come in with her 2 boys. They were pretty young, maybe 10 and 11, and one of them was so excited to see Madonna, he tugged furiously at his mom's coat. Madonna called him over and planted a big kiss right on his lips. I was sure he was going to piss his pants or faint. He just stared back at us in shock. More guests came in. Madonna and I are in our rather camped scrutiny of the mostly B-listers as they arrived, until Tony Bennett came in. Definitely not a B-lister. Then O.J. Simpson and his wife Nicole showed up. Everybody went into the living room while Michael played piano. We all sat there for about 2 hours and had a few drinks. Then James came over to Madonna and told her it was time to go. They had an early call the next morning.